Three, four.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everyone. What a day. We'll talk about Tottenham's safe passage through to the Champions League quarterfinals in just a moment. But before we do, the headline of the day: Real Madrid have been knocked out of the Champions League by Ajax Amsterdam, losing 4-1 at home after basically overturning a 2-1 defeat from back in Amsterdam. Real Madrid have been knocked out of the Champions League for the first time since May 2015, a run stretching back 46 months. Mate,
Mate,
what's going on?
I was happy, and then I was sad, and then I was happy, and then I was even happier. I was happy because Real Madrid got knocked out. And then I was sad when I realized that didn't guarantee that Cristiano Ronaldo would not be getting his greasy mitts on the Champions League because he plays for Juventus now. But then I was happy again when I remembered that Juventus had lost their first leg 2-0. And then I was even happier when I remembered that Sergio Ramos wouldn't be getting his filthy mitts on the Champions League trophy. Oh, mate, to be a fly on the wall of Sergio.
Mate.
Mate, do we know where he watched the game from? This is all I want to know. Like,
I should imagine maybe he was probably sitting with Florentino, wasn't he? I mean, it would be the kind of
typing into Google Sergio Ramos whereabouts.
Mate, let's start with Sergio Ramos. Mate, karma. Mate, you could not think of a word more appropriate for this situation. And everyone's thinking it. No one's going to say it, right? So let's say it here.
I found it.
Okay,
he was he was watching in a box. I think
he was in a box.
This is written in Spanish. No, that's definitely him.
Someone should lock that box.
Area VIP.
Well, he's not VIP right now, is he? I would imagine he's anti-VIP, quite frankly. If ever there was a word, karma, mate. It was pretty obvious that he got sent off. He got his second booking towards the end of the first leg in Ajax, and he got he got it on purpose. He admitted to journalists that he got it on purpose. He backtracked afterwards and said, "That's not what I meant." Everyone kind of went all hush hush about it, but everyone pretty much knew that Sergio Ramos was taking a yellow because he was so sure that Ajax were going to be defeated by Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. He trusted his teammates to take them through to the quarterfinals. Mate, what happened?
They didn't, did they? They got tonked. Mate, this is the other, like, I'm gonna somewhat burst your bubble here. They got tonked by ex-Southampton player Dusan.
All right.
Mate.
Yep.
Mate, like I could, it's not like Tadic was the left back and he had a good, mate, he was running the show. He lays on the first two goals and scores the third. Like, and for the second goal, he does what I call the Zidane pirouette.
The Zidane pirouette, yes.
What my American cousins refer to as a helicopter. So, a whirly bird. So, he whirly birds the helicopter, Zidane pirouettes around. I can't even remember who it was.
Casemiro.
Oh, Casemiro, go away.
It was beautiful.
It was lovely. And then he lays it on for it's the Moroccan fella, isn't it? Is it the Moroccan fella for the second one?
Yeah. Doesn't he get it back? Yes, he does. Yeah, and he pokes it in. It was beautiful.
They were lovely goals, and they were a lovely game. I love when a young team of rampaging stallions, of people you're not even quite sure who they are, and you spend the game referring to him as that fella. You're like, hey, that fella on the right, he's pretty good, isn't he? Who's he? Oh, or maybe you know their last name, like you'll be like, that De Jong fella. But
yes.
Because you don't feel familiar enough to call them by their full name. Like you wouldn't go, "Oh, De Jong's been quality." As if I know who De Jong is and De Jong's a known thing, I still refer to him as that De Jong fella. You know, I love it when you get a whole group of people that are all fellas and they're young and they rampage forward. And you have that moment of like the moment of disbelief happens almost before they've scored the goal. When you see a 4-on-2, right? Like it breaks from the halfway line and you see a 4-on-2 counter attack or a 3-on-2 even, and you're like,
Yep.
oh, it's on.
It's on.
You're
It's
like,
on.
oh, it's on. It's on. It's on. It's on. It's go.
Mate,
Lovely.
to be
Weren't
an
they
Ajax
lovely
supporter.
goals? Weren't they all lovely
Oh,
goals?
they were beautiful. I mean, the Zidane pirouette, by Tadic. Just going back on it, obviously.
Sorry,
yeah,
mate, please refer to him by his full name. Former Southampton midfielder, Dusan Tadic.
Southampton fan, yes. All right, take the piss out of me, fine. But yeah, and we've talked about this on many occasions already. Thank you very much. It seems like it'll obviously keep popping up the more he does actually pop up. That turn was, and to throw it down Real Madrid's throats in their backyard using a move from one of their own. It was just but when it happened, I mean, it was straight away. It was like, oh, it's Zidane. He's on the pitch. He's playing for the wrong team. What's going on? It was a beautiful move. It was stuff that many of us, we know how to do it. We can put it into practice. We can try it on a five-a-side pitch. We can try it on a whatever pitch or wherever we play. But it doesn't always, in fact, more often than not, it doesn't happen. When it does, and in such an important occasion, and to lay on a beautiful goal like that, mate, it was absolutely fantastic. And it was special, really, really special. And I think that that's something that we'll be looking at for quite some time to come. Mate, it wasn't only that. There was a bit of controversy over that goal as well, wasn't there? Because there was a VAR call for whether or not the ball was actually fully out of play. I'm so glad they didn't pull that back because that would have been one of the biggest injustices. And let's just consider the injustice of the VAR that happened in the first leg, and we discussed it here a couple of weeks ago when we were also talking about it as well. When Dusan Tadic was judged to have pushed the player in the box, is that right? And then the goal was disallowed, and it was just ridiculous. And I can't think of a match that was more have some of that back at you
on so many levels. With the Ramos deliberate suspension, I know we've already discussed, but like to be so sure of yourself. I mean, and I'm not quite sure where that brashness came from, because all right, Madrid left Amsterdam with a 2-1 win, but I expect a better team than, especially in that first half. Like they really
beautiful.
Took it to him, and all the fellas was flying after the balls, and it was lovely. All them fellas, and there was rampaging, and there was that Moroccan fella, and there was the other fella, and that fella, I'm not sure if it was, and that fella who used to play for Southampton. All the fellas.
The Tagliafico fella. There's loads of them.
Yeah.
Mate, Danny Blinder's there. All right, Danny Blinder's there. He played
Danny or
blinder.
Isn't it Daly?
Oh, Daly. Sorry, Daly. Yes, Daly. Yeah.
Isn't Danny Blindo on the coaching team?
It may very well be. Well, he had a blinder.
Hey,
back on there.
Played a blinder,
mate. De Jong, mate. Like we've spoken about him already here. I've been waxing lyrical about that kid. Apparently, just before the match, he came out.
He's that kid. That kid. The kid in midfield, the young kid in midfield. Oh, he's good.
Oh, he is. Although he almost, they were already 4-1 up, but he almost gave away that goal at the end where Luka Modric stole the ball off him, and then he slipped it through to Benzema, and Benzema slipped. And you see the look on Modric's face. He's like, "What? How did you slip there? How did you slip? I mean, who slips? All right? Jesus, what's wrong with you?"
Ronaldo wouldn't have slipped.
No. He should have come out and said that. But Ronaldo wouldn't have slipped. You fool.
Ronaldo would have broken his own ankle for the goal. Just
to get that, yeah.
Yeah.
he was unbelievable. And just before the match, apparently he came out and he had a report, which he gave to a newspaper, whereby apparently when he signed for Barcelona a month or so ago, Barcelona sort of as a joke, the agents and the people who were involved sort of said as a kind of sort of, once he signed on the dotted line, he turned around, oh, by the way, can you knock out Real Madrid as well out of the Champions League, please? And he came out and he's mentioned that, and then they've gone over and they've put this performance through. It is just unbelievable.
He had a lot.
De Jong
he had a lot of flicks in the middle of the pitch, didn't he? He did. He had a lot.
He
of,
did.
A lot of like,
He's just,
and a
I'm,
couple of and a
I'm telling you, the beauty about this player, and actually there's been a couple of players that we've, young up and coming players that we've spoken about here before. But the beauty about this guy is that he slows everything down to his pace, and he slows things down. But what he does so fantastically is he attracts 2 to 3 to 4 players towards him, and he releases it just at the right time every single time. Not every single time. He's making a few mistakes here and there, but mate, I'll tell you, I'm putting it out there straight away. This guy is a future Ballon d'Or winner for many, many years. He is top quality. I don't think you're going to find another player like this guy. He really is unbelievable. And the other player that we were talking about was Felix a couple of weeks ago as well, for Benfica. He speeds the game up. So as soon as he gets the ball everyone around him just seems to speed up a notch. And it's amazing how these players are so fantastic at changing the pace of the game. It's almost like an underrated thing here. But yeah, I love that guy. Absolutely love him. I'm going to love watching him next year.
He did play well, but like didn't score a goal and he didn't have an assist. Unlike former Southampton midfielder Dusan Tadic, who had 1 goal and 2 assists.
All right, that's enough. That's enough of him.
Tadic's golden balls should be on the way.
Tadic is old. Out with the old, in with the new. De Jong is coming through. I'm going to keep trying to change that subject. Thank you very much. Speaking of changing subjects, because this is indeed an absolutely catastrophic event for Real Madrid. Let's talk Real Madrid.
I mean, Real Madrid.
Let's talk Real Madrid. Let's talk Real Madrid. Mate, I mean, some of the words that are associated with this, we can only sort of imagine it. Humiliating. It's an absolute disgrace. It's the end of an era. Is that
also?
Is that
I think you could, mate. I think also, like, honestly, you could use words like funny, hilarious, chortle-inducing, funny bone tickling.
Just hysterical, really. On so many levels. Mate, is Ronaldo really that good? I mean, he's
no, because Juve got done by 2 big Uruguayans. So like,
not yet. We'll soon see how that happens.
Mate. Seriously,
hat trick.
this round, mate, in all realism,
yep.
I kind of fancy Leon to put Barca out.
Ooh, no. I mean, that's the furthest one.
But yeah, all right. But mate, a 1-1 draw. Yes. All it needs is a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, I guess. But and Lyon's did it earlier in the season against Manchester City as well, didn't they? So last season, they put on great. Was it this? It was this season. Sorry, great performances.
They went to Manchester and they won 2-1. They don't even have to do that as a 1-1.
And then Manchester went to Lyon and they played a fantastic game as well. Like,
mate, and Madrid are out. Barca could be gone. If Liverpool put out Bayern, and then Juve are also gone, mate, what a wonderful world we'd be living in. Like, imagine a quarter-final of the Champions League with no Juve, no Bayern, no Madrid, no Barca. Mate, imagine that.
Wow.
Be lovely.
Wow. Let that sink in, everyone. Let that sink in, because that actually is you're very right. That would actually be a very beautiful thing, and of course, it opens a door for a certain Tottenham as well. And we're not discounting Manchester City out of that, right? Do you think Schalke can come back?
Mate, I think no one thinks that, mate. I
2
think
0 at the Etihad.
that Manchester City team really should be winning the Champions League this year.
They really should. They
really should be.
Yeah.
Like, they don't, then bad boys. Naughty.
Mate, let's finish up very quickly with one more time. Where was Sergio Ramos? Did you find him? Was he definitely in the VIP box?
He was in area the VIP.
Area the VIP. I'm serious. I mean, he must be having an absolutely horrible time. He can't be looking at anyone's face right now. He can't be looking into the eyes of any Real Madrid supporter right now without them showing a level of disdain for this guy. Is his future over, or is he too much of a hero of the past for this to happen? He's 33 years old now. He's it's what he did against Ajax is ridiculous, and it's been proven guilty. He already got a 2-match ban on top of that one anyway, so it was proven that he was doing.
Does he miss the first 2 games of the Champions League next year?
Yes, next season. Yes, he will. Yeah. Well, the way things are going, they may have to put those 2 through in the knockout stages anyway. You know, if they don't qualify if they qualify us, yeah. So he might be happy about that. But yeah, it's just unbelievable. And of course, this does this spell the end of Gareth Bale at Real Madrid as well? Is he going to survive the summer?
Mate, the thing with Gareth Bale is he's on more than Mesut Ozil. So, like, I mean,
yes,
he's on 350 grand a week plus. I mean, on the wage he's on at the moment, he'd be the highest player in the Premier League. So, how many places can Gareth Bale realistically go? I think Manchester United could be his out, because United are looking for that kind of star player. If it's not there, I don't see him going anywhere else that can afford him. Like, he's not going to go to Barcelona. Right. They're not going to sell him to Barcelona. I don't think Barcelona want him. He's not a pet player, I don't think. That's his first touch is not good enough. Chelsea, maybe?
Yeah, possibly with Abramovich pulling the strings over there, because I don't think Sarri really.
If Hazard in the old swap deal.
Like, yeah.
Hazard for your Bales. But yeah, I guess.
Yeah, especially if they don't get Mbappe. Then if they don't get Mbappe, then they could very well turn towards Hazard, and that could be a possibility for a swap deal. There's a lot of words coming out of there saying, no, he's happy, he wants to stay. His agent just came out recently and said he wants to stay. Of course he wants to stay with the money he's on. Yes, he's won accolades left, right, and center. But he was doomed from the beginning. Let's face it. He came in at a higher value than Ronaldo came in, and with coming in at that point in time, at that moment, $89 million, £89 million, which was higher than Ronaldo. Everybody thought, well, this guy is Ronaldo plus $9 million, £90 million, sorry. And so he's got to be better than him. And when you look at his record, I mean, yes, he's got a lot of goals, but he's no Ronaldo, and he never was no Ronaldo. And this season when Ronaldo left, he was supposed to slip into his boots and really show everybody how good he was at trying to infill with the goals, but he hasn't done it. I'm putting it out there. I think Gareth Bale's time and tenure at Real Madrid has actually been a bit of a failure, even though he's won 3 Champions Leagues. He's won the 3 Champions Leagues. But he's come on as sub most of the time, and he's missed half of the season every single time. He's nowhere near a fan's favorite. Apparently, he hardly speaks any Spanish. Apparently, he never hangs out with his mates. Apparently, he's always off playing golf. He's just like an outlier in the Real Madrid squad. Even Marcelo comes out and takes the piss out of him. He doesn't even celebrate with his mates when he scores a goal. He shrugs off Casemiro, mate.
Mate, I'd shrug off Casemiro. I don't like him.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Um,
But I think
also,
I think he's at
Marcelo,
a bad time. Yeah.
Marcelo, is like, I don't even speak to him. I don't know. Like, Marcelo, like, I don't know. I can't see Marcelo being anything other than the annoying fucker in the corner.
I'm with you. But he's still the center of attention. He's still the guy who's at the middle of the party. You go to that party and you look at him and you're like, oh, what a prick. But he's still in the middle there, and everyone else seems to be, doing the samba and stuff as soon as he does it.
Yeah,
I'm afraid
you've got your Marcelos, your Dani Alves's, your
Sergio Ramos is like, if you're not one of their mates, then you're going to be outcast, and I have a horrible feeling that, and I'm sorry to say, that I reckon Gareth Bale has just been an outcast for the last
he always has been shy though, because apparently even when he was at Spurs he didn't really socialize with the other Tottenham players there. Like he's always been, he doesn't drink or go out, and he just goes home and spends time with his wife and his little bubbies and plays golf and stuff. Apparently he is a quiet lad anyway.
So all that said,
he had a mod haircut when he was young.
Yeah, it's true. And those ears. But mate, all that said, surely that now means that this is an opportunity, his last chance to get out of there. Take a pay cut. All right, you've earned enough money already to pay for you and to pay for your kids to go to school 20 times and to keep living on. You've got enough money. It shouldn't be about the money anymore. Go to a place now where you can play some free-flowing football, where people love you, where people want you to perform really well. And mate, he has become an amazing player since he left Tottenham. He's become an incredible football player, physically, technically. He's just a great player, and I'd love to see him play really well. Take a pay cut, and you know what? Come back to Spurs with the new stadium. Just do it. I don't know.
Mate,
I don't know.
make it happen. No, mate, there's no way that's happening. I'm sorry.
All right, mate, everyone, thank you very much for that. Let's take a short break, and maybe we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about Tottenham. How about that? Because I think that might be a good idea. But for now, just a little reminder: Real Madrid are out, and Ajax have spanked them 4-1 at the Santiago Bernabéu.